Why are EU mid so good? Why are they so good? I swear, every single year I knew EU mid laner is getting flown over to NA to play in the NALCS. This year, it's C9 Nisqy. So to the surprise of no one, Nisqy's just been terrorizing NA solo queue. He's currently challenger with a 65% win rate. Today's review is going to be of Nisqy's Yasuo. He currently has an 81% win rate on Yasuo. I'll definitely be doing a Zoe in the future. He's currently 84% win rate on Zoe from 20 games. This guy's gameplays are absurd, really mechanical player. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's gameplay, guys. Heading into the game now, looking at his runes, he's gone for the textbook Yasuo rune page with Conqueror, Domination secondary tree with Taste of Blood and Ravenous Hunter. This tree is pretty much globally used by all the world's best Yasuos. Yasuos used to go secondary Resolve. Now they're going for the Domination tree secondary because it has much better scaling. And if you know all the ins and outs of your matchups, you can really survive early on, where the bone plating was helping them out in the Resolve tree. Now that they can scale, they can come into the mid to late game if you know how to play your matchups and survive. You got to be getting a lot of healing and a lot of value out of that Ravenous Hunter in the mid to late, where your Qs are healing you for around about 25% of your health bar in a late game scenario with maybe 4 or 5 stacks. Heading into the laning phase now, we're going to watch how Nisqy plays this. In my opinion, it's pretty hard to play this level 1 into the Syndra. As the game progresses, however, this matchup does favor the Yasuo, especially with something like the Gragas. Syndra has no dash abilities, so if Syndra doesn't have her flash up, she's pretty much guaranteed to get ulted in a team fight through a Gragas ultimate. So what Nisqy wants to do is really just play it very patient, play it smart. Syndra has the ranged advantage. When you're playing these melees with short range like the Yasuo, the Irelia, Echo, you need to be very cautious of these long range mages who are just going to continuously harass you down with their autos and spells. Syndra has the opportunity to really get the game snowballed early on. Probably in the first 2 or 3 levels, the Syndra has some kill threat. You can see here, Nisqy's already been poked out to half. Syndra's getting some great zone off. Nisqy's playing it slow. He's just kind of avoiding the Syndra trading range. He's getting under tower now, and he's just going to slowly wait for that level 3 and just try and use the minions to kind of get her in an unfavorable position in the lane. So after surviving the tough level 1 and just kind of like battling it out, looking to avoid some of the Q harass, you can see Nisqy here, he's going into level 5 now, and he's going to start using the minion wave to his advantage and trying to dash in and out of the Syndra skill shots. As Syndra throws those Qs, throws those Ws, you really want to try and avoid. As you can see now, he actually mispositions on that retreat, flashes forward, dodges the Q, and they both actually end up having to flash. He made a massive error in that trade there. He actually moved exactly into where the Syndra wanted him. He moved into the E orb range. So you can see he's looking for the base in here. Gragas picks up the kill. He's pretty lucky the Gragas is in a nice little spot. He's going to head back to lane now with those Merc treads, okay? Now, most Yasuos, I'd say like 90% of Yasuos, they love going for the Zerka Grease rush. In this case, Nisqy likes to go for the Merc treads. He's a competitive player. This is going to give him more consistency early on. Not only into the Syndra, but look at who's fed. It's Eve, a 3-0 Eve. He gets some MR and some tenacity, which is going to really help him free himself up when he's getting ganks and in his 2v2 scenarios. So this Merc tread rush actually works on a lot of these short range melees, such as the Irelia, Yasuo, Echo. You can see here the Eve looks for the gank. He throws the W wind wall out, gets the ult off just in time. Obviously there, the tenacity helping him free him up from the Eve stun. Gragas gets level 6, gets the all in, looking to dive under tower. Nisqy almost drops down there, but you can see the Mercs, the MR is helping him out, helps him to survive, and they actually get the turnaround double kill. I think there, if he actually had the Berserker boots, probably wouldn't have been able to got it. He would have got poked out a lot more, he would have got CC'd for longer, and those Merc trades definitely paying off dividends in this mid game. Speaking of dividends now, he's obviously going to push in for that tower plating, that 160 solo gold. Whenever you have a free moment, especially post 5 minutes when the tower gets much more easier to kill, you want to be looking for those tower platings before your base timings to get a little bit better buys. The Eve catches base in here. He dodges out actually right then on the Eve ultimate with an E. He simply E's onto her. She has the flash now, so she can probably pick up the kill. He jukes actually the Eve Q. She tanks 2 tower shots. He E's in. Oh my god. This Eve is probably saying FF as quick as possible. I'd be super tilted. And now it's getting a beautiful base in now with a large chunk of money that is picked up at the 8-minute mark. With that cash money, he's picked himself up a Zeal, has a control wood. He's really looking to dominate on the Syndra now. His Ignite is up, his Flash is coming up, and this is where you really want to start looking for the solo kills. Pinging to your jungler, hey man, this is a free fucking kill, please come. Just press R and it's a free kill. So you can see here the Gragas is actually across on the Wraith camp. This is a textbook gank. when you're playing Yasuo mid, if they have a jungler such as the Zac, the Gragas, Lee Sin also likes to use this gank path. At the end of the day, he just actually walks up and just E's. They pick up the kill, and this is pretty much just free gold for Nisqy. So after pushing that wave into the tower, he's instantly looking topside. A lot of pings are going out. The Eve is topside, and also Hecarim is pretty vulnerable, honestly. The Hecarim has flash. I'm pretty sure Hecarim top lanes usually go like Ghost Ignite, or TP Ignite, or TP Ghost. Not really Flash Ignite. But anyways, Nisqy's coming in. He has his Flash Ignite up. Hecarim turns back for a greedy kill. Nisqy flashes in. Uses the E on the wave perfectly to get out of tower range, and he might actually survive here. The Eve's still full health, has no summoners though. I was thinking he's going to use those golems there to E across, but he's actually stacking the tornado. Throws it out, says, okay, I did all the hard work there. Give me that kill, and takes it. So after spending all that money, he's got that PD. This is pretty much the power spike every Yasuo is looking for in the early game. Your damage output is insane right now. And he's going to constantly look to shove and harass in the wave. Look to get priority with the Gragas, and then move across the map and take full control. Mid lane truly is always a 2v2. But in a scenario where you have really good synergy with your champions, such as like Rengar TF, or in this case, it's Yasuo and Gragas, you just want to get the priority and then move together into the jungle or river, or simply look for tower dive. So the Syndra gets caught out of position. Nisqy picks up the kill. And now the bot lane is actually overextended with the Eve, so we're going to see if he can pick up any kills in the bot side. He's moved over a pink though. Moving back in, I think the Gragas has it. He should be fine to shove in the bot lane wave. We'll see, the Eve is looking to execute. He gets that tower execute off. He's actually rotated bot side, and the bot lane is nowhere to be seen, so he wants to hard shove this. A lot of players mistakenly will go run back mid and shove the wave. Because he's already closed the gap and the Ezreal can run mid, just shove out bot lane. It's much more efficient for you to stay on the bot lane side of the map and just shove in here. Look for a couple of more of those tower platings if you can. He has 20 seconds. 160 gold, thank you very much. To be honest, I would probably like for that to be decreased to like 120 or 100 gold for a solo. I feel like it's too much, man. I feel especially when I'm like smurfing, I get so much gold value from these tower platings that the enemy really doesn't have an opportunity to keep up with me when it comes to like item spikes. The Gragas here, he has his ultimate is coming up. Rakan under tower. They should be able to, yeah, he just does way too much damage. Good ultimate coming out from the Xayah. Oh, he misses the Q. Picks up a critical strike. It doesn't mean anything. He cleans them both up. Man, he's so far ahead of the curve right now. Nobody can really match him. The only problem is the Eve. But he has those Merc trades, so she can't really CC him for too long. Moves down, gets that first tower solo gold. Man, oh man, he's just getting gifted throughout this game. Gonna pick up the Gromp. All good Yasuos pick up jungle camps over and over. You're a no mana champion. If you have any downtime when there's no waves, just go and take a jungle camp if you can't get something with your jungler or a roam, okay? The extra gold revenue in the later stages of the game is definitely going to be worthwhile, and you're going to come into those item spikes much sooner. So Nisqy drops into the top lane. He picks up an Infinity Edge for himself and looks for the all-in on the Hecarim here. That's so, like, the damage number there is so fucking stupid. Slices that Hecarim like butter. The Hecarim has the Ninja Tabi. It doesn't mean anything. 400 extra health from Black Cleaver. Yeah, right. He's doing true damage. He's going to push in to this tower. Gets it. And as you can see here, guys, when you have things like the Ezreal, and both outer towers are down, a 1-3-1 is easily the best option when you're playing these type of champions like the Yasuo, the Echo, the Irelia. You're not only picking up a lot of solo farm and a lot of solo experience, but you're also just opening the map up and opening the jungler up where you can move into the jungle aggressively like this and look for picks. So you might actually get caught out here. He's so lucky he has these Merc trades for the tenacity, man. I swear a lot of these times he'd be getting caught out and dying actually if he didn't have those Merc trades. So he goes in, gets caught out a little bit, playing too aggro, has to burn the flash. But the Gragas still has the ultimate, so does he. So he's definitely looking to look for some type of engage now as they have no vision. The best thing about running the domination tree second is he has no problem healing to full. You'll see on the next wave, hopefully this will be able to show it. Look at that healing, man. Look at that healing he's getting from Ravenous Hunter. Don't tell me that's not broken. Like, at this stage of the game, 17 minutes, as opposed to having the Resolve Tree secondary, as he's looking for this all-in on the Hecarim. He needs that knock-up, man. There's no way the Resolve Tree is going to give you anywhere near as much value as that Domination Tree was then. So he almost gets called out twice there. Now looking for the base. He's probably going to drop into the bot side and look to start picking up as the Eve comes in. Gragas. Oh my god. This Eve, I swear, has got so unlucky several times in a row now. He would be probably very triggered. Alright, now he's finally looking for that base. So he spends that gold, he picks himself up a BF sword, also the component for the Starax, runs bot lane for a skirmish. And you can see there, the Gragas pops the ultimate, ease into 5, gets the Syndra. You can see how susceptible Syndra is in the later stages of the game, like I was saying earlier. Without her flash, she pretty much is always going to die in a team fight to a Yasuo, or at least have to drop down to below 50% health. So he looks for the all-in there. If you've watched a lot of like high elo Yasuo players, when they hit these type of like the PD, the IE, and start looking for second, third, fourth items, they're pretty much continuously running down mid, looking to skirmish. You're so strong, especially with a knock-up champion like Gragas. You just want to continuously look for skirmishes over and over, then net yourself some objectives afterwards. Just straight after the reset, they're looking to set up the Baron. He picks up a Guardian's Angel. This pretty much means he has a failsafe in the next team fight. He can just flash in, he can get the ultimate off on 5, he maybe goes a 1-for-1, but then he resurrects with a GA, and it's a team fight 1 that's going to lead to something like the Baron. Instead here, they get the Baron vision, and they just go for the rush, honestly. Look how fast they're doing it, especially with Yasuo's damage, and I don't even know if the enemy team does have an awareness that they're starting it. We're going to see if they can get a disengage or a steal. Gragas picks up the Baron, enemy team has to back up a little bit. And we're going to see here, he is actually rotating topside. He's looking to shove in the topside while they get mid lane priority. So he moves in top now. And as the wave is shoving in, he's looking to move across. The Gragas gets an ultimate off. Slices that Syndra in. He's still looking for the Rakan here. Looks to flash E. He's actually looking there to flash E over that wall and continuously go in. Doesn't opt to E onto the minions and go into the base. He decides to play it slow, play it smart. Although it may seem like he's rushing into a lot of these things then, I wasn't going to be surprised if he just eased into that wave, into that base, looking for an all-in, looking to continue the skirmish. So now he's going to try and take away as many resources as possible. The Gragas is dead. You can see, if you look at the score lines, like he's 10-0, his Gragas is 10-3. The rest of the team is 1-5, 0-6, 1-6. Like him and Gragas are majority of the gold. So he really probably needs to wait for the Gragas, or at least play these team fights a little bit cautiously, because if he drops now, it gives that 1k gold shutdown. It's not going to be a really good time for him. But he's looking at 1v3 here. If he can get up onto the Xayah, far out, man. What even is that, man? That's like, what, 2 autos in a queue? Not even fair. Gets the double kill now onto the Rakan. Ekram looks for the ult disengage, but he gets the ultimate off. Might even go in for a penta here, but he decides to opt for the tower shove. And right now, they've killed what? They've killed 3 members. They have a Baron. They'll probably just try and drop some inhibitors now. They have this mid lane shoving in. Bot lane's going to be coming in afterwards. And the enemy team can't really do much to stop them, to be honest. After picking up the 2 free inhibitors, Nisqy picks up the Hex Drinker. And it's probably going to be going into a Maw later on. And they're looking for this last team fight. You can see that the Gragas executes the Rakan. And he gets the ultimate off on the Syndra. Now watch how he target selects here. He's looking for that Xayah. She's pretty much their only carry potential in the team fight to carry the damage through. And she, at no stage of that team fight, was allowed to sit and auto. She was backing up the entire time trying to kite. And he just slices her like bread as always. I mean, Nisqy's played a perfect game, 14-0-10. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited for C9 to play with this new mid laner. I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to fill the boots of Jensen. I think Jensen's probably still a tier above. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the NA LCS starting up soon. And I hope you guys have learned something from this review. It's been a little bit of a quick review, just kind of going over the key points that he used to really snowball this game and win it. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.